week, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. To it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gets open down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They want to run this quarterback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to get behind the defense. Hauls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Alabama! Once he got some room, it was over.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Pulls it, fired, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Intercepted for the 11th time. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ali. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Alabama pushing the tempo. He's looking to pass. Extending the play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Gets it out quickly. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Hand off from the shotgun. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st down for this offense.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that. But thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we could just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time, elite playmaker on the outside.
Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the 1st quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looks as if he's going to run it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking to throw on 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get them.
It's a fake. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. And he makes the tackle, but not before the 1st down is picked up and the gamble pays off.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the 1st down and keep this drive alive.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for room. It's Villa. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. LSU quick to the line. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. And they're not on the same page there. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take a shot. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The DBs will back off a bit. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hauls it in.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Connors. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on second and 10. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bama! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Takes a handoff. It's Villa. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the grab on the left. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take...
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the... man, you're flying up. Great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU, really understanding that flying up, making the big play.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run it to the right side. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. Scrambling away. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Toure. Makes the grab. Oh, what a cut. Gets away from one. He's got space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Finds his man in the middle. Touchdown, Alabama! A great catch and run for 6.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this.
He lets it fly. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Across the 45. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They'll give it to the back. Just ran over him.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Quarterback making checks. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They just keep firing. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone.
221 wing, 221 wing.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Murray. Touchdown Tide! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And how about about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it inside the 30.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Oh, they're after him. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got an open man, and he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play-action by this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Could this guy be the next receiver to bring home a Heisman Trophy? He's got everything you look for in a game changer at the receiver position. He's off to a great start in this one.
They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ali. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. There he goes, headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Baylor has the lead right now, but even though we've heard sick 'em a bunch, this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside McLean Stadium. They're up by 4 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Punts it out of the air. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
LSU quick to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on third down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He was able to come down with the pass, but not in bounds, so it'll be a on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Going for it all. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. That's reeled in. It's Ali.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Cornhole 88. Cornhole 88.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires left. Got his man. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
221 wing.
Trying to punch it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the point after is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone.
Number 12, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quickly complete. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have...
Breaks into the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
63, LSU, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Got room to work. Looking for room at the 40. Shoved out of bounds after a big game. They'll mark it at the +42.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on it, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down.
6 Propane! 6 Propane!
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Complete in the middle. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And he tacks on the extra point.
70. LSU 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
LSU.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Escapes the sack. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll try to take it back. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another...